Out to the side, and we're gonna again keep the back really straight and reach forward. As you grow, it's gonna feel really good to let your belly hang. It's really nice in these first few months to really push your flexibility and become as flexible as you can before you really start to grow. And drop your head. Roll up from here and reach to the right. And reach to the left. Now I'm going to do some arm movements with you. So we're going to keep our legs a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. It's really important that we always have a really strong stand. So we're going to start with the right arm, and the palm's going to be down towards the ground, and then like we're pushing a wall. When we're pregnant, it's even better for us to use our own body as resistance instead of using weights. We will use some light weights though. So to the ground and out. 2 more here. And to the other side, to the ground, and press. And press. And you can see that I'm raising and lowering the heel of the arm that I'm working. And that's okay because it helps the force travel a little bit farther. It gives you a little more momentum than if you're straight. I want you to push forward and straight out. And if you've been doing my method for a long time, then you're really familiar with these arm exercises. But believe it or not, they're going to start to feel even more challenging when you're pregnant. It's really important that you keep your palms and your wrists in the same position that I am. You can do a lot with these arms, and you can really do very little too if you're not connected. Now I'm going to dip down. I'm going to take my elbow all the way to my hip and up to the ceiling. More, and other side, up, 2, and 2 more. Then we're gonna do like we're slapping something, and it's really important. I want you like you're going up and over something, and then drop your hand to the ground. So we're gonna go right, left, 2 to the right, and then left, right, 2 to the left. And you can get your torso involved a little bit because we're not going to do a lot of abs throughout the pregnancy. Your body is changing, your organs are even moving, your spine is shifting. So we are going to use our body to strengthen our abs in different ways than we have before. So letting energy pass through your abs is really important. Now both arms up and then straight out. And up, straight out. And make sure that your shoulders are in position like we did with the plies in the beginning. So you shouldn't be lifting them. They shouldn't be lifting up. They should stay down as your arm comes up. That creates an opposition of force, which really helps energy travel through your muscles. And I'm still keeping my spine nice and tall, although you might not be able to tell. And up. And down. Good job. Now I'm going to do little circles to the back. It feels really nice as you rotate to the back to kind of stretch and push your chest out just a little bit to stretch through your stomach as well. So take advantage of that in this move too. Dip them down here. So I'm going to reach up and swoop them around back this way and down. So now I'm getting my back more involved than we were before. Back and down. And again, it needs to be like you're pressing through something. Make sure you hit in patterns. It opens things up in your muscles that weren't before. Back and down. And really reach your neck high. Okay, now it's gonna be a little tricky, and as you grow, I'm not gonna have your both arms out at the same time towards the end, but right now we are gonna take advantage of our ability to still be able to do that. So I want your arms out to the side and shoulders down, and we're just gonna hold it for a few minutes. Maybe not a few minutes, a few seconds. So hold it and breathe. Breathing is very important. Make sure that you're breathing at your own pace. You should really be breathing naturally and be able to talk always during your pregnancy. And if you start to get too hot, remember, that's not a good thing. So you need to cool down. You need to make sure that you take off a layer, or that you have a fan or some, air on that's moving so that you don't get too hot. It's very important. Okay, and now we're gonna reach more to the side and down by our sides. And I just want you to let it go. All right, good. So now we are gonna move on to the mat and we're gonna do some leg work. Now our arms are still gonna be working through our leg work because we just exhausted them standing. So this is really beneficial because we continue to use our own body as resistance, but you don't even realize. And our body weighs more than just a few pounds. So you're getting good resistance for building up muscle strength, but again, we're not just pumping heavy weights and isolating. So we are going to start with the right leg, and I want you to just open your leg to the side like this, and we're just going to kind of bend into it. So we're going to get another stretch here. And again, stretching is really important. Your ligaments are loosening. A lot is happening in your body. And you shouldn't push it farther than what you feel comfortable with. Good. Okay, and then we're going to go to the other side. I'm just rocking into it really gently. Okay, now we're going to go down on all fours because that feels really nice throughout pregnancy. My knee for my right leg is touching the mat, but this is what it looks like if it's directly behind me, and I'm turning it out, okay? Really important. Now, as I lift my leg to the ceiling, I'm on a diagonal, and I'm gonna lower my body weight to my left elbow. And then, for just a split second, I'm gonna hold my weight. My right arm is gonna absorb my weight as my shoulders become in line with one another again, and my spine returns to a straight position. So I'm coming down, weight on the left, up, weight on the right. We are going to do 10 of these. Here we go. 1, 2, a nice extension at the top, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and last one, 10. You're gonna notice on this too that you're gonna feel a stretch in your opposite leg, and that's good, that's okay. So now we're gonna switch to the other side. My knee is on the mat, and again, I'm turning out. Now I'm gonna put my weight down onto my right elbow as my left leg lifts up to the ceiling and down. A split second, my left arm is absorbing the weight. 3, 4. Remember to keep your spine nice and long, so if you have to move forward a little bit, that's okay before you go down. See, I'm rocking forward a little just to make sure that my spine is staying elongated. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Now we're going to go back to the right leg. We're going to come down at our left elbow again, and I'm going to be in this attitude position. So if you just straighten your leg straight behind you and then bend it slightly, do not collapse it all the way in, or we lose the angle that is the hinge that gets this great area in your butt. So not too straight, not collapsed, it's just a slight bend in. But when you bend, you feel a contraction. You're completely engaged just by holding that position. So now we're going to pulse it up to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to do 10 more. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20. Now I want you to hold it there. Now we're gonna go across our left shoulder and straighten it. 1, now my hip is gonna come forward. So my right hip is gonna actually reach forward. My torso is twisting a little bit. So remember when I said we were gonna work the abs in different ways? We're working them now. So 7, 8, 9, 10. We need 10 more of these. 13, 14, 15. You'll really feel that too. And last 1. Good. Now we're gonna switch and do that on the other side. Your back won't look like mine yet. So here we go. Attitude in. We're gonna pulse up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 10 more. That's it. And now we're gonna hold. And I'm gonna take my leg towards you. My left hip is reaching out. It's good for you to see the view from the other side too. You can kind of see how I'm twisting my back a little. And 4 more. Now we're gonna lay on our